EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Sit your arm. Come on. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Beckwith. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
You better be afraid of me. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. No gain on this defense. No.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Crunch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down 6. After 27 yards.
Two times. Three down. Patch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
90 is a mic. Army, Army. Army, Army. 90 is a go. Target. Hey, watch it. Short. 90 is a mic.
Back to throw. Rose almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
90 is a mic. Hey, watch the slant.
To throw again. Rose. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 90 is a mic. Here we go. 90 is a mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 90 is a mic.
From the gun, Rose. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Check 31. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
On first down, Beckwith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Ready, set. Hey, I can reach tracks. Let's go. Hey. 50 the mic. 50 the mic. Too little, okay?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Looking to throw. Going up top. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a punt return touchdown of 56 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Out, 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 out.
This is Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At the 38-yard line.
Go. 10, touchdown. Mike 50, huh? I got one.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they showed improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. On 1st and 10, Rhodes. He's got Fuller. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after one. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Throwing on first down. Rose. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All day, every day, any day. Check 24, check 24. Slam. Walk. Hayward. Take off.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Come on. Hey, Mike 50. Go. Watch the backer. Yo. Hey, check. Mike 50. I'm on. Come on. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Runs through the contact. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. 58, the bomber.
They'll run on 1st down. Beckwith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
2nd and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hernandez. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right?
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Beckwith, and he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check 43. Check.
Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Buddy up. 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. I got you. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Yep. Watch the twist. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to go.
On third down, Rose. And he's got his man on the out route.
Come on, fellas.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Single.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
SOS. Zoom. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Rose. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Rose. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Right here, right here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Rose. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
To throw on 3rd down. Rose. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Let's
At their
go.
own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They run the counter. Beckwith. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Rose. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rose throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Saints' 18-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
90 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 90 is the mic. Check, 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 check.
2nd and 6. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 50. Check 50. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Don't be scared.
He'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
10, under 10, 10. Hayward. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get this.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Safe. Come on. 90 is a mic. Focus, defense, focus.
On 1st and 10, Rose. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Rose. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the ship. Check the backer.
From the gun, Rose. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Slam. Check safety.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check three. Check. Hot. Shift.
On 2nd down, Beckwith. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby.
They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Stays on his feet. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Off play action. Rose. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 52 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up
Check
2nd
my 50.
and 12.
Mike is a 50. Check my 50.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Shrink that ball. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Slam, slam, slam. '90 is a mic. Come on, D. 90 is a mic. Hey, watch the delay.
Operating from the gun. Throws. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Give me some. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. You can't block me. Mike's 50. In your face.
2nd and 5. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike's 50. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
90 is a Mike.
Showed up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Alert three. No, go. Go.
If you kill it, motion me out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Back whip. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Come on, set. 15 on it.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
Off. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Yo, Bravo.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got room to run past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Cowboys, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will